Hello everybody and welcome back to Malts and Meeples here. And we're continuing our Wednesday games of, well, solo button shy games. I am Petter and today we're going to be playing this little game here that you saw as well, ROVE. This is one of Button Shy's more popular games, so I'm excited to try it. I'm going to pop us down to the table in a second here, but let's talk about what this game is about. On here I have a card that is telling me how I need to set up my modules. And that's basically the challenge of the game. We're going to be spending action points, movement points to do so. But we are limited in how much we can do with that. So let's go down to the table and see how these modules stack up. So we're actually in a really good spot to start here. We have our group of modules here that we need to get into the right spots. These different modules are basically part of our rover that we need to get aligned. We need to do this, by the way, 7 times. Not just this one, we'll be pulling new ones from a deck of cards down here, and those are on the back of these cards as well. So let's demonstrate how this is going to work. I have an idea of what I want to do. It requires me to move this one up here for 1, that one over there for 2, 3, and then this one down here for 4. So there are certain movement restrictions that they can do. This one can move any direction. This one can only move diagonally. This one only orthogonally. This one can move any direction, but it has to move over at least one module. This one can move 1 space, and if you move into a module, say I moved it this way, it would push it, and this one just can move a single space. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 energy. So I look at these cards here. I don't have 4 energy, but I could look and see, do I have any of these shapes set up? I don't. So to get 4 energy, we're going to start here. I turn it this way so I can see my tick marks there. They're very small for you. We have a 3, so I move up here for 1. Go here, that's for 2. So we'll move down there for 2. Then we'll go there for 3. And we know that that one's done. So I set that one off to the side here in the discard pile. I don't draw back up to 5, but I can start here with a 1. And this one, like I said, it can move in any direction over. So I've completed this one. I check, okay, I have the right shape here, there, and the rest of these don't really matter. They just have to be, I just have to have something there. So I keep my discard pile, I keep that there. I'm moving this now along, kind of creates an image, and we flip out 2 more here. So now we're looking for this boost combination, and unfortunately, like, you can only make it in a certain shape. But am I in an okay spot again? Because if I go 1 there, this one must pass over another module when it moves. So we're going to grab the 3. I don't have any of these patterns, nope, available to me, so we'll start with the 3. I'm going to go 1 here, 2 here, 3 to there. So I spent all 3 of my energy. Now, could use the one-time ability to just move that. Maybe I messed that up a little bit. So I'm going to use this one's one-time ability. I can flip it over to move up there. And I do need to spend for that. And then I need to get this one over here. Thankfully, that's a diagonal. So I've spent 1 energy. Now I spend 2. I've completed that one. And I've completed both of those without wasting any energy as well. Oh, first things first, we now have drill. So I can look and see, do we have any of these shapes? We don't, which means I can't get the large. Oh, I do have this one. So I can take the larger side here and be at 4. Because I do have this shape. So since I have that, that means I have more energy to work with. So let's see, we need to get that down by itself. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, so I spent my 4 there. Then I just need 2 more energy here. 1 can move 1 space diagonally. 2 can move 1 space over there. So I've completed that one, which means now I have to take my discard pile and shuffle it. We're adding in this one. Oh boy, we need to get this up into a top corner position. So now I have to decide how I want to move this around. If I start to go off the side here, which I may, this one's the tough one to move right now, but not terrible. Okay, so let's take 3 movement. First things first, I'm going to pull these cards, and I think you can see the numbers. We'll be able to see the numbers right down there for right now, because I want to slide this over while I reset where I'm at. I have 3 movement, so we're going to start here. This one has to move over something. 1, and moved over something, so I can move it all the way over here. 2, so that's 1 action. 2 takes me down to there. I have 1 energy left. And we'll go 3. Then I think I need 4, unfortunately. So we're gonna go 3 here. Go 1, 2, and then this one goes 1, 2, 3. I need it to show up now down here, so I have to spend a 1 energy to move it down there. We'll slide that back up, so we're set. We still have these 2 cards. We now draw this one out, so we're at 5. We shuffle up our discard pile. We're on to 5 out of our 7 we need to do. So we have a 3, a 3, and a 4. So we need to get this one into a bottom corner position. How do I want to do this? So 1, 2, let's start with that. Let's do a 3. And we're leaving a space there. Then let's do that for 2. And I want to see 1, 2 gets me to there. So that's 3 energy spent. Trying to move everything around this guy. Alright, so I think I need a 3 again. Maybe. Might need a 4. 1, 2, 3. And then, wait, why did I do that? 3. And then I just need 1 more. 4. So I have the right shape. I didn't waste any energy. Not that wasting energy is a huge deal. I say, but I can see how it may be. It might be a huge deal because I don't want to be putting a 3 into my discard to increase the odds that it becomes one of these. 3, 1, 1. So like you can see, I have a couple 1s in here now. Well, you can kind of see because this whole thing has shifted slightly. Now I need to get this one down into the corner. So if I can move this, you know, we're going to use the swap ability here. Because then I can go 1, 2, 3. I just need a 3 to do it. Let's actually use a 1. So 1. Then we're going to use a 2, 2, and 3. So that one is just off the top of the screen there. Let's make it visible. So we're set there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's our final one, a roll. And we get the 1 and 2 back. I guess I could have gone with a 3. Didn't really matter. So I have all my movement here. Need to get this one into the middle. That's doable. This one is going to be the tricky one, though. Ooh, I'm going to flip this one. So that will take an energy to do that, but allows me to shift one space. I have a reason for that. Now, I need 2 more energy. So 1, 2, and then 1 more energy after that. And we got it. We got roll there. Awesome. So, this is on normal difficulty. You keep 4 cards for hard and 3 cards for impossible. What we're going to do is we're going to shuffle up and do this again. So you shuffle up in a couple different ways. The first way is shuffle these guys up and you randomly put those abilities back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have our 6 sitting there. Then we shuffle this stack up and see where we go from here. Okay, we're going transmit. Let's try it on hard. Not that I think normal could be plenty hard. if you're starting to burn through or you get a lot of low numbers out there. So I need to move that up there. So I just need 2 to start, because this one has to move and cross over something, and this one I can move up to there. We got the shape. Oofta. So I suspect what I'm going to do is I am going to let's shift this for a minute. So start with a 2 to move this one diagonally up there, that one over there. Then I'm going to spend another 2 to go there, and another 2 to go boom, boom. We got our jump done. I mean, one of the coolest parts of this game, I'm having a lot of fun with the game itself, is how these owies line up. Okay, so drill. That's going to be interesting to move. I don't have to move that one though, because what I can do here, let me grab my other cards. I think I just need a 3 to complete this one. Because if I do 3, I can go 1, 2, 3. And I have that. So I've completed drill. Now we need to do roll. Shuffle up here. We got a 2. So we got to get the brain into the middle, which means we have to get that out of there somehow. Now, let's start with a 3. We're going to use one of these. No, first off, I want to do that to there, that to there, that one over to there. So we're going to slide this up just so we have enough room. So that's 3 energy down. I have a plan, but this is going to be tight. So move that one there, that one there, then 2 more. 1, we flip this to swap the position of these 2, and then 1 energy gets me over to there. That was very tight, obviously. Should have checked. Help me say, remind me, but I need to remember to check certain things like okay, so we have hall. Okay, I don't have to move that one. This one is going to be tricky to do. So we have a lot of movement though. How do I want to do this now? Place any module adjacent to brain. So let's start there. Let's go there. Use that ability to place that one there. Now the tricky thing is we need to move some of these other ones around, and this one do not play together super nicely. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll have 1 leftover energy, but I'm in a valid position now. So I've completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. Flip this back over. Ooh, that's going to be frustrating. We have a 1 and a 3. So how do I want to get that into a better position? So, okay. So I'm going to start with a 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to shift this whole thing up 1, 6, 7. We have that. This one goes into play. We have that. Is that number 7 again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So need 2 more cards. And we need to get this here. So let's start by putting that one where we need it. 1, 2, 3. I think I got this again. 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. That one is in that place. That went well. We have our great image down here too. This is such an adorable image, little game thing going on here. So, 2 games down. Let's pop back up, talk about ROVE here for a second. First off, I feel like I was fairly lucky there in a lot of ways. So I can see getting certain shapes into really bad positions fast, and especially with this card and this card, this one having to pass over something means oftentimes you feel like you're locked into a single place with it, and this one only being diagonal. This one being orthogonal is better than diagonal because it's 2 moves to get to anywhere. The diagonal always is never going to be able to hit some spots. And then the challenge, I kept these guys very limited in their movement, because while this one can move 1 space, but it pushes something that could be really useful. I never used it for that. This one just moves 1 space. And of course, this is basically the queen in chess, and I liked how that worked. But I can imagine situations where you go from, let's see, something like this to that, and then maybe get something for, what is it, the hull? Like, get the hull, and now you have to move everything else around the hull because it's been in a bad spot. There's plenty of challenge to this game, but it's a fun puzzle of a game. I really like the aspect of moving everything about there. And I think, yeah, it works well. I know there are expansions for this as well, so I'm going to want to try and track down the expansions. I hope. I got to look at my Button Shy order that I ordered expansions for it. If not, I'll do that at some point in time when there's a few other Button Shy games that I want to order. But ROVE. Here we have finished up ROVE, Results-Oriented Versatile Explorer. Let me know your thoughts on this game down in the comment section below. Obviously, I had a lot of fun with it. And if you enjoy this content, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate everybody who checks out these videos. Generally, going to be live, obviously today, wrapping up a little bit earlier. I started a little earlier. Going to be playing from 9 p.m. Central Time, or a little bit before, probably 8:45 to 9 p.m. on Wednesdays for the start time. Then on Mondays, in between 8 and 8:30, I have plans to do a bigger game. I actually just got in a bigger game, so I may look at getting that set up and seeing how that looks on camera for the Metal Gear Solid game. Also, I have Iridia sitting there, and League of Dungeoneers and Elder Scroll. All that I kind of want to try. Got to figure out which one to do next. And then finally on Fridays at 9 p.m. Central, or just a hair after, my wife and I are playing through Baldur's Gate 3. So you can join us for generally a couple hours of that every Friday night. But the best way to know when I go live is just to click that notification bell when you subscribe. And I appreciate everybody who has subscribed, checking out the videos here, checking out the articles on board games, and other nerdy things that I put out on nerdologist.com, as well as then one last plug for my podcast, 10 Minute Marvel. You can find it here on YouTube by searching for 10 Minute Marvel, or wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcasts from. But with that, bottoms up.